Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Crocheters Creed, and today we are going to be remaking Gur because someone brought to my attention that they have a hard time reading the written pattern. So I'm going to show you step by step how to make him, and now for the remainder of all of my videos I'm going to have a key in the description along with the pattern, where it shows you what the abbreviations are. So SC, single crochet. But today I'm just going to show you step by step how to make Gur. So you're going to be needing the same materials that you needed. I'm not going to show all of them in here. You're going to need black yarn, lime green yarn, which is this color, lime green yarn, white yarn, red yarn, gray yarn, a 5.5, I still have my hooks out, a 5.5 millimeter hook, a 5 millimeter hook, and a 4.5 millimeter hook, pillow stuffing, a yarn needle, and as always a glue gun and glue, which is optional unless you want to sew in your things. But for this, because I'm just showing you how to do it, I won't be yarning off because I'm just going to show you how to do it with the show you how to do every part with the green yarn, but it's still the same thing, just a different color. So let's get started. Alright, now after adding your stitch marker, you're going to slip stitch and you're going to chain 2. Now I added my stitch marker in the first chain. I have chain 2 there. And the standard way of doing it is a half double crochet, you chain 3. But I don't like the way my things line up. It looks too bulky and puffy. So I chain 2 for my half double crochet, but you are supposed to chain 3. It's all your preference. Now, you're going to do a half double crochet into the same stitch that you did the chain 2, which is that stitch right there. So you're going to go into that stitch, yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through all 3. That's a half double crochet. Now we do that to line that up. So after you do the half double crochet in the same stitch, and you're going to do this for the remainder of the entire head, you are going to half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So again, yarn over the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. So you're going to go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, go into the stitch, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through all 3. That's the first one. Go into the next stitch, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over again, pull through 1, yarn over again, pull through all 3. Last stitch for the 3 single crochet, yarn over, go into the same stitch, go into the go into the next stitch, yarn over again, pull through 1, yarn over again, pull through all 3. Now those, if you can see there, that's 1, 2, 3. Now those are your half double crochets. So what you did just now was the double crochet in the same stitch, and now 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So after you do that, you're going to do a half double crochet increase, which is the same thing, which is the same thing, I guess, into the same stitch. So again, half double crochet, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 3. You do the same thing back into the stitch. So yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 3. Now that's an increase. Now, after that, you are going to do 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. Just 1. Over, pull 1, pull through 3. That's just 1. Now you're going to do a half double crochet increase in the next stitch. So yarn over again. Remember, the increase is just the same thing, but twice. It's the same stitch. Now you have your half double crochet increase. And now you're going to half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So this is the one. I feel like you've gotten the hang of the half double crochet now. And then in the next stitch you do another half double crochet. And I want to be sure, because when I first started crocheting I didn't know how to count my stitches. And it's really easy. You can see it if you space them out. There you go. Those are your 1 half double crochet, 2nd half double crochet after your increase. So in the last stitch you are going to do a half double crochet increase. So again, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and again do the same thing back in the same stitch. Now that is just row 1, and I feel like with Gur it's a bit more complex, and I know people got a little confused because he does have sort of a square head. So I'm going to be showing you each row. This might be a long video. So after you do that, well, with a chain too, you don't necessarily need a stitch marker, but you're going to slip stitch into that chain 2 that you did, or chain 3, which it's supposed to be a chain 2, but I do it as a chain 3 like I said. And there's the first row. Now I'm going to chain 2. Now we're on to row 2. So for row 2, I'm going to have to split this video up, I know, because my rendering speed is terrible. Alright, now for row 2, oh, actually no. This is the starting row. I want to make that very clear. This is the starting row. The row we're going on now is row 1. At least how I wrote it. So this is the starting row. Now for row 1, you are going to chain 2 like we did, and you're going to half double crochet into the same stitch you just chained the 2 in. So you see it right there. Now you're going to half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So this is, next stitch is right here. So you do a half double crochet. That's 1. Go to the next stitch. That's 2. Oh. And go into the next stitch. That is 3. So you got your 3 half double crochets right there. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to do, after that you're going to do a half double crochet increase. So you're going to do a half double crochet again, just in the same stitch. So that's 1, yarn over, pull through, that's 2. So that's your increase there. Then you're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. Just yarn over, do a half double crochet, just 1 half double crochet. And then in the next stitch, after that, after your 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, you are going to do an increase. Again, that's 1, this is 2. Now, you're going to again half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So this is the first one, this is 1, go into the next stitch, 2, go into the next stitch, 3. Now, the next 3 stitches. Yes. So after this, you are going, sorry, I'm trying to keep track of my pattern so I don't mess up. Okay, that was the next 3 stitches. Now you're going to do a half double crochet increase again. And you're going to yarn over, same thing in the same stitch. You'll get the hang of it after you get the gist of it. And a half double crochet increase. And then you're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So this is 1 and 2. And then you're going to do an increase in the last stitch. So, excuse me, 1 and 2. and that is row 1. Now again, you're going to slip stitch at the top of the stitch, the chain 2. Oh, excuse me. And you're going to yarn over, do a slip stitch, and that is row 1. Now for row 2, you are again going to chain 2, and again half double crochet in the same stitch, so that stitch there, half double crochet in the same stitch, and then you are going to half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So yarn over, this is 1. Come on, my yarn's tangling up, sorry. 1. Going to the next stitch, this is 2. Going to the next stitch, this is 3. And lastly, we have 4. So now you did your 4 half double crochet. So after your 4 half double crochet, you are going to do an increase. It's the same thing in the same stitch. That's 1, this is 2. So there's your increase. After your increase, you are going to half double crochet again in the next 4. So yarn over, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now after you half double crochet in the next 4, you are going to again do an increase in the next stitch. So yarn over, increase, 1, that's 2. There's your increase. Now, after you do your increase, you are going to half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So this is 1, 2, and 3. So that's 3 half double crochets. After your 3 half double crochets, you are again going to do an increase. So go in, it's 1, go in, that's 2. There's your increase again. And after that, you are going to half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, and in the last stitch, you are going to do a half double crochet increase. So yarn over, and that is row 2. Oops, I put it in the wrong stitch, I'm sorry. I put it in one of my 3 half double crochets. So after you do that, you're going to slip stitch into that chain 2, and that is row 2. Now I feel like after a bit you'll get the hang of it, of how to do this. It's just once you know the key terms for it and you know what to do, it's a bit easier. So for row 3, you are going to again chain 2, standard procedure. Going to do a half double crochet into the same stitch. There's your half double crochet. And then you are going to do a half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the yarn's getting stuck again. Sorry. 4, 5, and 6. One moment, guys. Okay, then after that, you're going to do a half double crochet increase. So yarn over, that's 1, go into the same stitch, there's your increase. Now, after your half double crochet increase, you are going to half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let me turn I write down all my patterns. This is probably my favorite part. After that, you are going to do a increase again, half double crochet increase. And I believe I'm going to make another video by just showing you how to read written patterns, because I feel like some people abbreviate some patterns or some stitches differently. Okay, after the half double crochet increase, you are going to half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, and you get the hang of it. I never crocheted this fast when I was at the beginning. I actually held the hook. I believe I had never held it like that. I would go like this. I almost forgot. Now this is second nature, but I think this is, yeah, I used to go like this and yarn over and do it like that. And my teacher hated when I did that. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Okay, so half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. After that, you are going to do a half double crochet increase. Half double crochet increase. There's your increase. And then you are going to do a half double crochet in the next 4 stitches again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're going to do a increase in the last stitch. So yarn over, and there is your increase. Now row 3 is done. So again, you're going to slip stitch in that top stitch. Slip stitch, ooh, come on. Slip stitch in that top stitch. Chain 2. And we are on to row 4. We are on to row 4. Now for row 4, you are going to chain 2, and I feel like after we stop on row 5 after you stop increasing, and I feel like after that I'll be able to leave you to do your own. I feel like after this it's pretty self-explanatory. Not self-explanatory, but I feel like it's a bit easier for you now that I've showed you, so you're a bit more confident in doing it. So row 4, you are going to again do your half double crochet in the same stitch, and you're going to do, after your half double crochet in the same stitch, you're going to do a half double crochet in the next 8 stitches. So 1, 2, sorry for the background noise, 2, I'm just going to try to talk louder, 3, 4, 5, do it, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now after the 8 half double crochets, you are going to do a half double crochet increase in the next stitch. So that's 1, excuse me, and 2. You have your increase. Now after your half double crochet increase, you are going to half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So after your 6 half double crochet, you are going to do a half double crochet increase again. So increase, same stitch, increase, same stitch. So that's your increase. I hope I'm not going too fast. You do your increase. I'm going to slow it down a bit. After your increase, you're going to do a half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull through 1, go in, pull through all 3. That's 1. Next stitch, that's 2. Yarn over, this is 3. Yarn over, this is 4, and this is 5. Now after you do your 5 half double crochet, you are going to again do a half double crochet increase. So half double crochets, and then you're going to do a half double crochet in the next 5 stitches again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the last stitch you are going to do an increase. So that is row 4. So you get sort of coming together. Alright, now row 5 is your last row that you will be doing any type of increasing or anything like that. So for row 5, which is your last row for the increasing, you're going to chain 2 and go in back into the same stitch and do a half double crochet like we've been doing. Then you're going to do a half double crochet in the next 9 stitches. So you see it progressively gets a bit bigger. So this is 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and just 9. Sorry, I almost messed up there. 9. So after you do your 9 stitches, you are going to go into the next stitch and do a half double crochet increase. So 1 and 2. So after your half double crochet increase, you're going to half double crochet in the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Now you're going to do an increase afterwards, a half double crochet increase in the last stitch. Half double crochet increase, then you're going to half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You got your 6 stitches. Now, again, you're going to do a half double crochet increase in the next stitch. Here's your increase, 1, 2. Then you're going to half double crochet in the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7, did I say 7? 7, I'm sorry, 7. Okay. And then in the last stitch, you are going to do a half double crochet increase. Now this is the end of any type of increasing or anything like that. Now to make the remainder of the head, you are going to for rows 6 through 13, you are simply going to put 1 half double crochet in every stitch around. So again, you're going to go into the same stitch to line it up. Same stitch, the chain 2 that you lined it up, or 3 that you did to line it up. And then it's no increasing. You're just doing 1 half double crochet into every single stitch. So, 1 half double crochet, it doesn't matter. You don't have to count anymore. It's just doing half double crochet all the way around for rows 6 through 13. Like I said, now this is just a sort of demonstration, so I'm not going to do all of the rows. Just going to show you. I'll do this row 6 with you. Just show you what it looks like, See? It looks really different from the other ones. It's starting to flatten out, and that's what you want. You want it to flatten out. This is just half double crochets all the way around. Now this is your row 6. See, now it looks a bit different because it's the same stitch all the way around. And you are going, since it's 6 through 13, you have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 7 more rows to do after this. I showed you this, but in all, it is 6 through 13. So you're going to do that all the way around, and I'm going to give you some time to do that. So now, obviously, it's going to be more rows than this. Hold on, let me get more of my yarn out. Obviously, it's going to be more rows than this, but let's just pretend that we are on row 13, okay? So let's just pretend that we have done rows 6 through 13, and this is row 13. So it's going to be obviously a bit bigger. So after you do your rows 6 through 13, for row 14, you are going to chain 2, and this time you're not going to go into the same stitch, okay? You are going to go into the next stitch, so don't worry about the stitch underneath it. Go into the next stitch, and you are going to do a decrease. Now for a written pattern, I usually write out decrease because I don't know how to abbreviate that. So you're going to go into the next stitch, which lining up actually looks like this one here. So You're going to go into a stitch. Wait, hold on. Make it clear. A half double crochet decrease. So it's a decrease just with the stitch that you're using. So yarn over. Okay, I found my stitch here. Yarn over. And you're going to go into, since it's a half double crochet, you're going to go into that stitch. And you're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. Alright? 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to go into the next stitch. Go in, yarn over, pull through a loop. Now you got 4. And you're going to yarn over and pull through all 4. And this is a decrease, so it makes it shorter. It makes it basically, when you start to end with your decreases, it basically makes your whatever project that you're doing shrink down to a tinier form. So you're going to do 2 decreases. So again, because it's half double crochet, going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop like you would a half double crochet, but you're not going to pull through anything. You got 3, right? You're going to go into the next stitch after that. Yarn over again. Now you got 4. And then you pull through all 4 of the stitches. Now that's your decrease, your 2 decreases, 1, 2. And then you're going to half double crochet. Don't mistake this for a stitch to go into. You're going to half double crochet all the way around until you get to the last 4 stitches. Now a decrease takes up 4 stitches because you're going in for a 2D, well no, a decrease always takes up 2 stitches. So remember that, a decrease always takes up 2 stitches. So if you're doing 2 decreases, then it would be 4. If you're doing, or it would be 4 stitches that you have to keep open. And if you were doing 3 decreases, it would be 6. So you get that? So and usually in my patterns I write 2 decreases or 1 decrease and B and BEG and N. So in the beginning and end of the rows, and half double crochet in between, which is in between the decreases. So the 2 decreases are up here, and you're half double crocheting in between the decrease. Why do I keep saying that? Decrease. What in the world? Decreases. And then we're almost there a good bit. I'm going to pause this so I can get back to the beginning. Down to our last 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you couldn't even see that. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now again, it's a half double crochet decrease, so you're going to go in, yarn over, pull through 1, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 1 again, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4. And go yarn over, pull through 1, go into the next stitch, or last stitch in this case, yarn over, pull through 1 again, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4. Gonna single crochet, no, not single crochet, slip stitch into the top stitch. Oops, excuse me. And chain 2, and for row 15 you are going to chain 2 again, and you are going to do an increase in every stitch around. So go into the next stitch, not in the same stitch, go into the next stitch. Oop, come on. Oh, why does it do? I hate when it does this. Go into the next stitch. Oh, come on, what is this? Oh, I hate when my stitches do this. Come on. Go into the next stitch. Like I said, it's just the same thing, but twice. That's 1. Increase. And that's in every stitch. So again, go into the next stitch. Half double crochet, half double crochet again, next stitch, half double crochet, half double crochet again, and you're just going to do this all the way around until you get back to the beginning, which is just increases, just the same thing in every stitch, or the same stitch twice. So you're going to do a half double crochet all the way around until you get back to the beginning, and then you're going to yarn off, and that is your head. Like I said, it's going to be obviously more than this, but that was a demo version of the head. Now we're going to move on to the torso. Alright,